Welcome to Healing Energies with Empress Shey. I'm Empress Shey, and if this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back, my loves. I'm a student of all things spiritual, and today I'm seeking divine guidance from my spirit guides. As we tune into the energies flowing through today's reading, we'll also touch on the planetary alignments influencing these frequencies. Now remember, not everything shared today will resonate for everyone. So take what speaks to you and your soul and leave what doesn't. And if you know someone that might be interested in hearing this, or you know that they need to hear it, share it. Sharing is caring. Thank you. See you soon.
Is it really worth fighting for? I will give you everything and more. You ain't gotta hide, I see you behind your pride. You ain't gotta tell me, cause baby, you know that I know that you miss it. I know that you tell me that you miss it. Tell me that you and you.
Hey, it's Empress Shey here for your weekly collective reading. And you know what I always say, if this message reached you, it's because the universe has been trying to get your attention, and now you're aligned to hear it. And I'm about to pull our activation card now. Thank you so much. Yeah, let's get some light in here. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Thank you. Thank you for the energy for the weekly collective reading. What do we have? Perspective. Perspective. Okay, again. All right. It's all right. Spirit can say it as many times as he needs. Yep, perception was the activation again. Now let's take a look at this spirit-led pull. Okay, perception. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. Taking a good, hard, deep look at it. That's perception. Yes. Now let's put that there and get our cards here. Okay. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit Guides. We're looking for the energy for the collective this week. Perception is the activation. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Okay. First Empress. Okay, Empress. Yes. An Ace of Swords. All right. And the Page of Swords. Okay. And the Nine of Swords. Okay, swords, get some sleep. Three of Swords, all the air, and the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Five of Wands. All right then. And the Hanged Man. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what's underneath. And underneath we have the Eight of Wands. Momentum, the Eight of Wands. Okay. Yes. Here we go, guys. This week's message is powerful, sobering, and divinely corrective. The fact that perception showed up again this week, it was last week's activation, showed up again this week, guys. And it's not a coincidence. This is the universe saying you didn't miss the message, but now you're ready to see it. This is Perception Reborn, the week you finally see the truth. And that activation card, perception, again. When the activation card repeats, it means the collective is undergoing a multi-week recalibration. Perception returns. That signals a second ignition, a deeper layer of truth being revealed. It also signals a shift from emotional reaction to spiritual clarity, and a call to stop interpreting life through fear, wounds, and assumptions. It's the reminder that your lens determines your reality. How you see it. How you see it determines your reality. So this week, perception becomes the bridge between emotional release, mental clarity, and spiritual redirection. And let's look at this spread. So in row 1, the emotional truth is revealed. We have Empress, 9 of Swords, and the 8 of Cups. This is the moment the collective realizes you've been nurturing everyone but yourself. You've been carrying fears that were never yours, and you've outgrown the emotional cycle patterns and environment. The Empress shows your inherent worth, and the 9 of Swords shows the mental stories that distorted that worth. The 8 of Cups, it's showing the courage to walk away from what drains your spirit. We must always have the courage to move forward from anything that no longer serves us. So if it drains your spirit, it's not serving you well. Walk away. The perception message here is you're not losing anything. You're finally seeing what was never aligned. And then in row 2, the mental shift and spiritual pause. So that's that Page of Swords, 9 of Cups, and the Hanged Man. This is the week where new information or insight arrives. It's also the week where a truth you suspected becomes undeniable. It's the week where your desires become clearer, and a pause or delay becomes purposeful. Because that Hangman is the second major arcana, and it's the pivot point of the reading. It says, stop forcing, stop assuming, stop reacting. See it from a higher angle. The Nine of Cups shows emotional fulfillment waiting on the other side of surrender. And the perception message here is your blessings aren't blocked. Your view is. Your blessings are not blocked. Your view is blocked. And then row 3, the breakthrough and the battle. That's the Ace of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Wands. This is the week of mental breakthrough, a truth that cuts through illusions, a release of old heartbreak, and a confrontation with internal or external conflict. That Ace of Swords is the sword that cuts the cord. And that Three of Swords is the wound that needed truth to heal. The Five of Wands is the ego, competition, or chaos that must be cleared. And the perception in this message here is you're not fighting others, you're fighting the version of yourself that refuses to evolve. And that card underneath, the energy pushes. It's energy pushing everything forward. That's that Eight of Wands. It's the acceleration. Messages, movement, alignment, synchronicity, divine timing. This is the universe saying, once you see clearly, everything moves quickly. And the zodiac highlights for this spread, the strongest energies present is that Libra and Taurus. It's speaking to you, Libra and Taurus. That Empress and the Three of Swords. And the theme is self-worth, relationships, harmony, emotional balance. And then for Pisces, there's a message in there for you too. That's the Hangman, the Eight of Cups. And the theme is surrender, intuition, and spiritual clarity. And for the air signs, that Page of Swords and the Ace of Swords and Nine of Swords, the theme is communication, truth, and mental clarity. And for you fire signs, that Five of Wands and Eight of Wands, that theme is action, conflict, and acceleration. Pisces energy is the strongest because the collective is being asked to see beyond illusion. See beyond illusion, guys. And some of the planetary alignments that match this reading is the Sun in Pisces. The Sun is illuminating intuition, endings, spiritual truth, and emotional clarity. This matches that Eight of Cups, Hangman. That's that Eight of Cups, Hangman energy. Perfectly. And then the moon moves through Gemini and Cancer. The moon in Gemini is mental chatter. That's that Nine of Swords and the Page of Swords. And then the moon in Cancer is emotional release. It's the Three of Swords and the Eight of Cups. And then Venus in Pisces conjunct Saturn. And that Venus in Pisces is unconditional love and spiritual connection and emotional sensitivity. And then the Saturn brings reality checks, boundaries, and karmic lessons. This is exactly the Empress and the Nine of Swords dynamic. Love meets truth, fantasy meets reality. And then Mars in Aries is fiery. Mars is fiery, impulsive, and ready to act, matching the Five of Wands and the Eight of Wands energy. This is why conflict or tension may rise before clarity arrives. Saturn in Pisces is dissolving illusions and forcing emotional maturity. This is that hangman amplified. And Mercury in Aquarius clears. It's about clear thinking, higher perception, and this supports the Ace of Swords breakthrough. The integration of this message is perception is the key. Perception returns 2 weeks in a row. It means you're not seeing the situation incorrectly. You're seeing it incompletely. The universe is giving you a second chance to interpret something with wisdom instead of fear. Your emotional lens is being replaced with the spiritual one. You're being prepared for a major shift that requires clarity, not confusion. This week is about seeing the truth without the wound. Perception reborn. It's the week you finally see the truth. And as we move through this week, remember, your perception is power. Your clarity is protection. Your surrender is your breakthrough. This week's reading is preparing you for the post-Jupiter retrograde shift and the cosmic lesson coming next on the Healing Energies with Empress Shey channel. And weekly collective readings drop every Thursday. This one was a little behind, because Jupiter went direct. It went forward, yes. Well, yeah, the cosmic reading drops on Saturdays. So that's it. That's all. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. This has been Empress Shey. And remember, be gentle with yourself. Because life is about the journey, not the destination. You're here now. Enjoy it, my loves.